If your freedom property is draining you more than your day job, the problem isn't the home, it's the system wrapped around it.
Okay, let's just start right here. This quote from vacation rental expert Sarah Karakayan, wow, it just perfectly nails that moment the passion starts to drain away. You know the feeling. It's when your responses get a little shorter, your patience is just gone, and the business you built starts to feel like it owns you. You're managing a multi-million-dollar asset, but the day-to-day reality feels less like you're a CEO and a lot more like a permanently on-call employee who never gets a day off.
I really want to ask you, what is that one thing for you? You know, that one task that, if you never had to do it again, would change everything.
Okay, so that emotional cost we've been talking about, that burnout, it builds into something else, a very, very real financial cost.
What we see time and time again is owners leaving 5, sometimes even 6 figures a year on the table in missed revenue. It's because the do-it-yourself model just has these inherent financial blind spots.
Clean up the operating system, and the income usually follows. A week on the beach won't save a broken system, but one bold decision about how this asset is run can change the next 10 years.
It's time to stop thinking of it as this demanding, soul-crushing job and start treating it for what it actually is, a high-performance asset that should be serving you, not the other way around. So you've got this beautiful high-value rental property. It was supposed to be the asset that bought you freedom, right? But instead, it's turned into this high-stress, all-consuming job. If that hits close to home, then you are in exactly the right place. Before you even think about selling, let's break down what's really going on, and more importantly, how to fix it.
If your freedom property is draining you more than your day job, the problem isn't the home, it's the system wrapped around it.
Okay, let's just start right here. This quote from vacation rental expert Sarah Karakayan, wow, it just perfectly nails that moment the passion starts to drain away. You know the feeling. It's when your responses get a little shorter, your patience is just gone, and the business you built starts to feel like it owns you. And that feeling, that's not just stress, that is the first major warning sign of real burnout.
If you're snapping at messages you used to enjoy answering, that's not you failing. That's your brain waving a red flag.
Now let's just zoom out for a second, because it's really important to get the scale here. We're not talking about some small side hustle. The global luxury rental market is a $1.38 trillion industry, and it's growing like crazy.
The global luxury rental market is a $1.38 trillion industry. Opportunity is absolutely massive.
So the opportunity is absolutely massive, which of course makes the stakes and the pressure incredibly high.
And that brings us right to the heart of the problem, this paradox. You're managing a multi-million-dollar asset, but the day-to-day reality feels less like you're a CEO and a lot more like a permanently on-call employee who never gets a day off.
From the outside, it looks like freedom. On the inside, it feels like your phone owns you.
So in this explainer, we're going to unpack that exact feeling and then chart a clear path out of it. First things first, we have to understand the enemy. You see, burnout isn't just about being tired. It's a very specific condition. And you know, the ironic part is, the hosts who care the most, the ones who are striving for perfection, the true high performers, they're the ones who are most at risk. Unlike a 9-to-5 job, your asset doesn't clock out. When a guest can't figure out the Wi-Fi at 11 p.m. on a Saturday, it has to be handled right then and there. This constant state of being on is the #1 driver of exhaustion.
A luxury property without boundaries will eat every spare minute you have. You're not imagining it. It really is a 24/7 job the way you're running it now.
All of a sudden, there's no off season, there's no weekend, there's no night off, because you're the one in charge of everything. And this might be one of the biggest traps of them all, the dream of passive income, right? So many owners jump into this industry expecting a hands-off investment. But the reality, especially with a luxury property, is that it is an intensely active business. And when that expectation crashes into the day-to-day reality, the road to burnout gets a whole lot shorter. And these right here, these are the daily battles that lead to that bigger war of burnout. It's the constant ping, ping, ping of guest messages. It's the logistical chaos of juggling cleaners and repairmen. And it's that immense emotional weight of knowing a single bad review can literally damage a revenue for months. It just all adds up, day after day.
It's never just the burst pipe. It's 1,000 tiny glitches that quietly chew through your time and patience.
This brings us to a concept that I find absolutely fascinating, the physical entropy layer. It's just a brilliant term for that unique frustration of managing a complex high-end home. See, it's not the big disasters, like a pipe bursting. It's the 1,000 tiny paper cuts.
Every unchecked detail, pricing, photos, upsells, service gaps, is another crack your profit quietly slips through.
The smart lock that won't connect because it's humid out, the specific brand of coffee pods running out, that one single designer teaspoon that just vanishes. These are the silent killers of your time and your sanity that no software can ever really fix.
So I really want to ask you, what is that one thing for you? You know, that one task that, if you never had to do it again, would change everything. Drop it in the comments below. I'm genuinely curious to see what the biggest headaches are out there.
Okay, so that emotional cost we've been talking about, that burnout, it builds into something else, a very, very real financial cost. Burnout isn't just a feeling, it has a direct, measurable impact on your bank account. Because when you're managing everything yourself, you are almost certainly leaving money on the table.
And we're not talking about a small amount here. What we see time and time again is owners leaving 5, sometimes even 6 figures a year on the table in missed revenue. And this isn't because they're doing a bad job, it's because the do-it-yourself model just has these inherent financial blind spots. This table really shows where that money is slipping through the cracks.
For my clients, fixing burnout and fixing revenue is the same move. Clean up the operating system, and the income usually follows.
Over on the left, you see the typical DIY approach. You've got static pricing that misses huge revenue spikes from concerts or local events. You've got passive upsells, like a note in a binder that nobody ever reads. And then you have these small service gaps that lead to 4-star reviews instead of 5-star raves, which directly hurts your pricing power. So how do we actually fix this? This is the crucial turning point. The solution isn't just about hiring a helper or finding some new piece of software. It actually requires a fundamental shift in your entire mindset, from being that hands-on host to becoming a strategic asset governor.
When those 4 pillars lock into place, your property stops demanding attention and starts delivering performance.
And this visual, it really says it all. There is a huge difference between a basic property manager who is essentially a professional firefighter just reacting to problems as they happen, and what we call an elite co-host. They aren't just reacting, they're architects. They're implementing a proactive strategy to prevent failures and maximize performance before things go wrong.
This new model is built on a very clear framework. It's designed specifically to turn your property into a truly hands-off, high-performance asset. It's all about maximizing your profit while minimizing your stress. Okay, so let's unpack this framework. It's built on 4 really powerful pillars. First up, dynamic revenue management, to make sure you never ever underprice a high-demand night again. Next, 5-star experience engineering, which is all about systematically creating the kind of rave reviews that justify premium rates. The third pillar is tech-enabled operations, which automates all the boring stuff so humans can focus on the exceptional. And finally, the foundation of it all, proactive asset governance, to protect the long-term value of your investment.
Your nights turn back into evenings, and your asset turns back into what it was meant to be. Support, not stress.
So what does this actually mean for you, day to day? It means all of this is off your plate. The pricing strategy, the 2 a.m. guest messages, the scheduling headaches, the concierge requests, the maintenance calls, it's all handled. And the result? You get a simple, clean performance report at the end of the month, not a frantic crisis call in the middle of the night.
A week on the beach won't save a broken system, but one bold decision about how this asset is run can change the next 10 years.
Have you tried to offer those concierge upsells like a private chef or stocking the fridge? If so, what was the single biggest barrier for you? Was it finding reliable people, the back and forth coordination? I'd love to hear about it in the comments. All right, this brings us to the future of your property. It's time to stop thinking of it as this demanding, soul-crushing job and start treating it for what it actually is, a high-performance asset that should be serving you, not the other way around.
And look, if you remember only one thing from this entire explainer, please let it be this. A week off is not going to fix your problem, because the same broken system will be waiting for you the second you get back. You don't fix burnout with a vacation.
If one task vanished forever and nothing broke, that's exactly where your next system needs to go.
You fix it with a new vision, and then you install the operating system to make that vision a reality.
So I'll leave you with this final thought. If you could wave a magic wand and eliminate one single task from your plate forever, what would it be? Really think about that, because knowing the answer to that question
Well, that's the first step toward finally reclaiming your freedom and turning this property back into the incredible asset it was always meant to be.